I would like to sincerely thank you for just agreeing to do this interview. Just let me shake your hand right now.
Well, sir, it's my pleasure. You know, when I was a lad, growing up in Little Rock, I'm sure you've heard of it, I would watch all three channels we got in the bunny years on top of our TV. And I would say, you know, I want to be on TV when I grow up. And, you know, to be on TV talking about a subject that is so dear and near to my heart, in meiosis. You know, I mean, it means so much to me, and I hope you don't mind, but I've prepared a few notes.
Well, Mr. Clinton, let's just hear just a tad bit more in this interview about meiosis.
Well, you know, meiosis is one of those things that, in general, you know, is a great thing for people everywhere.
Right.
I think meiosis is wonderful for all people, since it aids so much in reproduction, you know, and you know, I think that everyone should know about it and how important it is, you know.
Well, you mentioned some phases earlier. Let's hear about these phases of meiosis.
Well, yes, that's right. Meiosis has many phases, and you know, I've come up with a new acronym for it. IPMAT. You know, I mean, that's cool. It stands for... Excuse me.
You all right, Mr. Clinton?
No, excuse me.
Okay.
And I'd like to take this moment to say that I did not inhale. But anyway, as I was saying, back to IPMAT, it stands for, number one, interphase. That's the phase in which the chromosomes begin to duplicate and spindle fibers begin to form. And you know, which spindle fibers, they're shaped like footballs. And you know, that reminds me of a story when I was growing up. When I was growing up, I played football, you know, at Little Rock Public High School, my alma mater. And I remember I grew up with a boy, and he was on the football team, and he was my best friend, and we grew up together. He got married, I got married. You know, we were still real good friends. And one day, he's so crazy that one day he got up and started to leave, slammed his wife, and kissed the door goodbye. Oh, isn't that funny? Which that's another story for another time. But anyway, during the next phase, which is called prophase, the chromosomes coil up, and the spindles begin to form, which, once again, they look like footballs, you know. And, you know, a tetrad, which consists of homologous chromosomes made up of two sister chromatids, it bonds tightly with another one just exactly like it, and sometimes crossing over, which is the genetic exchange of material between two chromosomes, can occur. And then you got the metaphase, which is where the centromere of each chromosome can attach. It attaches to the spindle fibers, which once again look like footballs, and they pull them into the middle of the cell side by side. And anaphase is the next phase, pardon me while I look at my notes. Anaphase, that's the next phase when each of the tetrads separate and move into opposite ends of the cell, which ensures that each cell will only have one, I repeat, one chromosome. And telophase, where the spindles are broken down and the chromosomes employ and the cytoplasm splits. It splits to form two new cells. And, you know, that's just meiosis 1.
Well, Mr. Clinton, are you trying to tell me that is just meiosis 1 and there's another?
Well, you know, meiosis has to happen again because the chromosomes have doubled, you know, and each cell has 46 chromosomes, and you want it to get to 23. So meiosis basically happens again. 46 is divided in half, you get 23, and then you end up with 4 haploid cells with only one of each chromosome. And that's the complete process of meiosis.
So, what would you say to those who think that Hillary wouldn't be the best of presidents?
What did you say?
I think you heard me.
How dare you even imply that Hillary is not the best candidate for president? You must be one of them Bible-thumping, right-winging Republicans. Honestly, you can sit over there.
I am a Republican, and I am very, very proud of it.
You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to contradict me when I am talking, and you can get your hand out of my chest. Honestly, you can sit over there with that little conservative smirk on your face because you have put your little
right brain in. So why don't you hit me?
So I am not going to take it any longer.